Now we're live.
Yes, I see the red thing up there.
If I press the right buttons, these things work.
Yeah, isn't it?
It's amazing technology. Anyway, greetings everyone, and greetings Nos. Now,
Hello.
you make cars go faster. Is this true?
Yes. All it takes is, after really. Oh, sorry, PG Street. I have to insert something into the fume, the exhaust.
I'm boosting away. But yes, I guess is it actually not Welsh for night, isn't it?
It is. Nos is Welsh for night. When I was, I don't know. Do you want me to talk about it now or wait until?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
What? Nah, fuck.
Language.
I want to hear it. Sorry, got an hour before you can swear.
Essentially, I was born Mark Daniel Williams, and I got shifted around due to parental issues and family history I won't go into because I don't want to depress everyone. And eventually, being severely depressed in my late teens, I decided I wanted to change my name. And because I was constantly taking the piss out of in England for being Welsh,
Yeah.
I chose the most Welsh sounding name I possibly could. And changed my name by default.
Oh, that's good.
So that's why my name is Nos, because I changed it. And yes, the English translation for Nos Llaw Blythe is Knight, Lion, Wolf. I didn't know this.
Character. Okay.
I didn't know this until after people started going, isn't lion in there somewhere? Isn't wolf in there somewhere? And I was like, I don't know. I just know Nos is knight. I don't speak much Welsh. It's Nos da, good night.
Oh, so, yeah. You mean don't speak Welsh?
I speak a little.
Yeah. I haven't used it in about 30, 40 years, so...
Yeah, I think the way I'd say it is, dwi ddim yn siarad Cymraeg.
Oh.
Which, do you know that?
You understand that, speaking in Welsh, yeah. I understand it.
Essentially that means is I don't speak Welsh. That's exactly what it translates to. I don't speak Welsh.
Yeah. Or Welsh I do not speak, or something like that, because it's a bit of a Yoda language.
Yeah. Dwi'n trio siarad Cymraeg. I'm trying to speak Welsh.
Ah, there you go. Right.
Yeah. We're currently in Nos Faith Da.
Is that evening?
Good evening. Yes. Almost night, but it's evening at the minute. Yeah, that's the thing. There's Bore Da, Prynawn Da, Nos Faith Da, and Nos Da. There's no good early afternoon or good late morning, but then apparently there's a good evening.
Good evening, good night, if I don't see you.
If I don't see you. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Should be knowing it.
Yeah. Guess I butchered it backwards.
I actually watched that recently.
I haven't seen it for a long time. But
it's just Jim Carrey films in general makes me laugh.
Yeah, he's good in that one. Hang on, right, let's crack this on because it's a long one.
Is it a long one?
It's over 2 hours.
Holy moly.
Yeah, breaking all the rules.
Oh, blimey, it is, isn't it? Approximately 131 minutes. So that's 2 hours and 11 minutes.
But.
Wow.
Yep. Right, here we go. So.
Right, so you'll start playing.
Hang on, I probably cracked ahead on my digital copy too much. Right.
No, that's right. I'm just going to hit play on mine and let it play through to wherever it plays through. Yours looks like it's the start of the...
Yeah. It's kicking off straight in the action.
That's fine. So when was the first time you actively saw this?
It came out in America in June 93 and here in July 93. So I would have seen it in July 93, I guess. Hang on. I pretty much saw everything when it came out back then.
I'm turning my volume down.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So I pretty much saw it when it came out.
I wouldn't have seen this until I would say late 90s.
Okay.
like late 90s, early 2000s, because it would have been one of those. VHS had just, DVD was starting to become popular. VHS was just gone out, so they were selling them for like 3 for $10 or 4 for $10 in most shops, and that would have been how I saw it. I would have got the VHS from that. So the first time I would have seen it would be on VHS.
Okay.
But later on, I got the DVD. Then I got
see it properly.
Yeah.
In one screen.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, so I just
later.
But that's the thing. It's just a lot of Arnie's films I saw on VHS.
Okay.
It's only his later films that I saw on. Sorry, the gun just flew off the roof. It was only the later films that I saw on DVD on. I couldn't tell you the first one I saw on DVD first. Probably Terminator. No, I saw Terminator 3 in the cinema. So yeah, I would have seen Terminator 3 on DVD before VHS.
Right. Oh, there was a Tina Turner in her last acting role.
Eh?
Yeah. Film since this.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, no, I thought, because that's 30 years now. Because
is she alive?
I think so.
That's a question. Huh?
I think she was still touring last year, but
yeah, I just got to the Slater bit. There we go.
Oh,
it's slowly creeping in. No, I'm right. I'm slowly creeping there. It's actually acting up quite well.
Oh, is it? Okay. Right, because we're just introduced to
Anthony Noonan or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something Noonan. Tom
Noonan. I know I've got the names up. I've got a whole list of names. Why is it not showing up? That's probably because it's the stream thing, isn't it? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, it's on the other screen, isn't it?
Yeah. Because originally this was written as a spoof of Shane Black films.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more adult and dark tone.
See, I didn't know that, although I would have loved a more dark tone.
But then it was turned into and then because they saw it as a parody, they thought, well, let's just make it with Shane Black writing it and Arnie in it, because neither of those two things were supposed to happen.
Yeah, there we go. It was on the wrong screen. Apparently, it was on my screen, which has the film playing on. Oh, bloody thing. But yeah, the only thing going back to that, where is he? Noonan. There we go. Tom Noonan. The only thing I actively remembered him from is RoboCop 2.
Oh yeah, I was thinking Monster Squad and Manhunter, but I forgot.
No, I can't. Very few things stick in my noggin, except Kane from RoboCop 2.
Yeah, I can imagine that would. Yeah,
and it's an impactful character, but it's just he has one of those faces.
Oh yeah, because that was after this or before this? Or no, before this.
I can't remember.
Yeah, because it was 1990, I think, RoboCop 2. I think. But yeah, it got a very dark opening for a funny film.
Well, that's the thing. It's meant to be. This is meant to be. Well, I always thought it was a satire on action movies. I thought this was intentionally a satire on action movies. Hey, I heard you were going to have Pete.
Sorry, I have invited him. Well, I don't know if she means in general or tonight. I invited him at some point. So,
sorry, Sophie.
Yeah, we'll have to make a do with us. Yeah, the best line in the whole thing. We missed it.
Oh no!
Just right at the beginning.
Yeah. Hello, Terrence.
Never thought of being a farmer. Yo.
Oh, that's right. I've not got comments on. I've got private chat on. Here we go.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that. You have to change it.
Hey! The lovely lady person watching.
My freaking ears.
What was I shouting? Sorry.
That's fine. So the original story was going to be the old man in the cinema is going to be he was going to be Satan or some satanic devil, and then he makes the kid go into the screen. Yeah,
Really?
a lot changed.
That is obviously, I would have loved to have seen that.
that sounded like an awesome film. There you go. I've asked. How are you doing, sir? A couple of acres. Yep. Yeah. Oh no.
Don't need to be sorry, Sophie. I mean, we're all having a laugh, so it's fine.
Yeah. But yes, Pete said he would think about it, so I'll send him some options. Oh, that's all right. Plenty of room in my loft now for more. Ones I don't already have.
I was going to say, I've seen your videos. I thought, oh, yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? He's going to love that. You've got like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, to be fair, 2 of them are in very bad condition.
So I was thinking to myself, oh, damn it. I thought it's probably not easy to see. Although thinking about it, you do collect a lot of like big lots. So I can imagine you getting a lot of. I mean, how many Titanics are you up to now?
What's about 8, 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, people love that film.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Ripper is a great character.
Oh, he's fantastic in this. He actually was scary as well. I remember when I first watched this, it was like, nope. I'm not watching this at night. As sad as that sounds, I would back when, like I said, you could buy 3 or 4 VHS for £10. I would buy a lot of horror, and I would scare myself less to the point where I wouldn't put on a film at night at all. It's like I remember watching Evil Dead for the first time actively on VHS at 2 a.m, pitch black, and I wouldn't sleep for weeks.
I can imagine that. I saw it at midnight showing in a cinemas with the second one not straight after, but
oh blimey, I love that. I would have loved Cineworld to do that. Please, Cineworld.
Yeah, that was View back in 90, just before the third one came out. So yeah. It's not often they do that. Oh yeah. So where are we? Oh yeah, because he's in this classroom and his teacher is Laurence Olivier's wife, and then Laurence Olivier's in the Hamlet we watch.
Yes.
So here we go. There's information oh, thank you. Well, if you ever want to come on, you're always welcome. Anyone's welcome. Over 18s. Not going down that rabbit hole. Well, I can pause mine if you want.
No, it's all right. I'm currently at the bit where he's now we're at the teacher.
Oh, I need to check that, Terence. I was gutted that the tape wasn't in it. It was one of the ones I wanted, but what?
Yeah. No, see, that's another thing. I have never seen this film, the one that they're showing now.
Oh, the old
Seventh
Hamlet.
Sign?
Oh, that's at the end, yeah. I haven't seen that, but
the Seventh Sign, or whatever it is. Ingrid, is it Ingmar Bergman, the Seventh Sign? Or the Seventh Seal? Oh, my head's gone.
Which one is it? The Seventh Seal is a horror film, isn't it? Or is it the Seventh
Possibly.
Sign? No, the Seventh Sign is the horror film. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Internet, help us. I seem to remember one as a Demi Moore horror film and one as the old black and white Ingmar
Bergman, yeah.
I will have to check on that, Terence.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The seventh, I think it's the Seventh Seal, and I do have the Tartan DVD of it. I haven't watched it yet, but it was this film.
Well, this one's Hamlet at the moment, but at the end,
it was this film that made me want to see it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what interesting. But I don't know if it's
or not to be. Not to
boom. Yeah, and there goes into a cartoon. Did you ever go to a cinema that had Warner Brothers cartoons before the films? Or was I just that old that I had it?
I'm not saying anything. I honestly don't remember. Possibly when I was a child, when I have very few memories from back then. So possibly when I was a child, if we were taken to the cinema, there may have been, because I was born 81, so it's likely. But
yeah, it was definitely early 80s that did it and then stopped after that.
Yeah.
Jason's going to start collecting. Okay, well, I can help him out there. I got some spares if you want to load your car up.
Yeah, Sophie, I would recommend if Jason wants to start collecting VHS, that he finds a genre he likes, or or an actor he likes, something to narrow it down, because otherwise it floods. It's like a tidal wave. You just buy VHS after VHS, pick up this, pick up that, pick up that, and you just fill the whole flat, and then you realize I need to sort this into something.
Yes, that is true. I started with the Star Wars box set about 3 years ago for £1, and then now
Look what it became.
Yeah, now I've got about 700 spares of films.
What's his mum in? What's his mum from?
No, that was it. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I've gone too far. What's that? Mercedes Rule, isn't it? She's in.
Yeah. Mercedes.
I haven't seen him. I can't remember.
She's apparently from. I've got the filmography up there.
Yeah.
She was in The Warriors as a policewoman.
Okay. Evil Dead 3, 2020 traumatizing. Yeah, that is. Oh, the original. I think, the original is probably more traumatizing. So be careful with the original.
Yeah. Apparently, she was in The Fisher King not long before this.
Yeah, Fisher King. Yeah.
As Anne. I'm trying to be more specific, closer to the time, because I don't want to just read out the entire filmography.
Yeah. Oh, you're 18. There we go. 27 this month.
In 2019, she was in Hustlers. I don't remember seeing her.
The TV show.
The film. The one with J-Lo.
It's 30 years later, so she might look a bit different.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Mum in the TV show? I can't remember.
She was mother in Hustlers 2019, so possibly it could be a
detective TV show. I can't remember. Hang on, I'm missing it. Oh yeah, you can get. You don't even have to have a channel to come on. You can come on as you are.
Yeah, innit?
Get in touch. Hang on. Whoever doesn't like this film is making a big mistake. Yeah. Tried to make that his new line, but it never took off.
Well, the thing is, Arnie became known for one-liners, and this film takes the mick out of the fact that he was known for one-liners.
Yeah.
Which is why I said I think this was a whole parody on action movies, because that's what it turned into, a complete parody on Arnie and all his one-liners and all the action rubbish he does, and still comes out of it unscratched.
Video Tartan.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
like 50 Tartan Asia Extreme films in DVDs, like way back there somewhere. I started collecting with The Ring, then I got the Grudge films, and it sort of expanded from there.
So you can see half my collection was bloody chair.
But yeah, the label Palisades Tartan, they didn't last long, unfortunately.
I think what film was it? I can't see it now.
Are you looking through your chair?
My new chair is too big for the seat. Sorry. Reanimator, I think I've got on Tartan. I think it's that one.
Really?
I don't know. Might be not.
No, it might be.
Oh, it's Tartan.
They have what looks like a red and orange label, as well as Asia Extreme.
Reanimator.
Reanimator is a classic.
Rubber Baby Burger. Yeah, I can.
Rubber Baby Burger Pumpers. What? Someone best check.
I didn't know you were going to say that.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, this was a massive flop on its release. They were still filming a week before they released it.
Is it studio interference, Jobby?
It was very much studio. First of all, it came out a week after Jurassic Park. Which sort of killed it.
Yeah, I can imagine, because that was a big one.
That was a steamroller film. So, and then it had production problems up the wazoo. It had about 6 different writers, I think. That's why there's tones all over the place, especially like the beginnings in New York. And then it's all down, and then it's all happy in LA, and then it's down again for the ending.
I literally just remembered what Vass is saying. It's literally just come back to me when he's basically saying, "I know what your lines. I know what you're going to say."
Funko, oi oi.
Hey, Funko.
How are you doing? When I went, it was going to be best at the start.
Flight of the
Yeah.
Navigator. I loved seeing that in the cinema. That is my favorite
I
all-time
think
feel-good
I saw it in the
movie.
cinema. Yeah, so yeah.
80s horror VHS.
Yeah. Everyone wants to collect 80s horror VHS.
I want to collect pre-cert VHS, pre-cert horror because it is so hard to come by.
It
And
is.
I do like my horror, and I do, as you know, I've got some Stephen King thanks to you, and I've got the original Invasion of the Body Snatchers on VHS, and yeah, I got a couple, but I'd love to collect pre-cert horror.
Pre-cert is an expensive horror. That's why I just collect the sell-throughs. They're free.
Davey from I can't remember his channel name now. Spooky. I think he's changed his name to Spooky Horror on Instagram.
Yeah, Davey Duck. Now he's
Davey
Spooky
Duck.
Horror, yeah.
He has lots.
Yes, he is going to be my guest at the end of the month.
Well,
on a discussion we're going to have about VHS
nice
tapes with VHS UK. He's also got too many rentals of horror. So I thought, get them on and bribe them to give them to me.
Yeah.
Matthew's up.
Hello, Matthew.
Good morning. Benny. Good day, Matthew. Sorry, Matthew. 2 T's, is it? Yeah, sorry, I know. So here we go. We're actually kicking off into the film within a film.
Yes.
I'd love to see a Jack Slater film.
Oh, damn straight.
Or a McBain. Funko. Hang on. What did we see?
I think he's referring to your new Gremlins. Terrence is referring to your new Gremlins video. He says a little bit.
Oh yeah, I've skipped.
This video is hilarious. Yeah. You didn't skip it. You did go to it, but it just sort of you continued on a bit.
Click happy. I think it must have moved when I did it. So apologies. Right. Yeah, it's got collectible Gremlins from when it came out.
Funny.
Yeah, crazy funny, and his. Thank you very much. You take care of work, Funko. Thank you for this. What Predator? First time. Hang on.
Please tell me you saw this before the Predator. Because if you did, don't watch the Predator. And if you watched the Predator first, it's all up.
If you watch it in reverse order.
What was Shane Black thinking? That's what I want to know.
That's another one with studio interference, doesn't it?
They had
to reshoot they had to reshoot the whole last third or more. There was a whole Area 51's plot with friendly predators and turned into a shit show that they reshot.
Terminator Predator, I just didn't agree with. The friendly doggy Predator, I just didn't agree with.
No, the dog thing was just stupid things. Shot it in the head and it becomes nice.
Yeah.
Sophie, where have you been? Yes. A question for us. Is your favorite film and genre?
Right. Favorite film, 100% of all time, the original Evil Dead. It's what proper fueled my love of the horror genre. And that answers the second part, the horror genre. The horror genre pre-95, just like 95 before, like really early. That is just fantastic stuff. And I come from someone who actually really went back to like silent German films and the Universal monsters. I really delved into the genre to really discover how it all fully exploded off. And so Evil Dead 1981 classic and the horror genre.
Here we go. Is it Predator on Disney Plus? I suppose it is now because they stole Fox.
So they own Fox, so it'll be on the Star section. And
there you go. Yeah, watching see the Predator for the first time. Yeah. Would you say the Predator is a perfect film?
Is that a question for me or everyone?
Yes. Well, everyone, fuck it.
I would say no.
Nope.
No. I do think that girl's character was a bit one note.
Or the hostage.
The hostage. I think it was a bit one
The
note.
only female in it, isn't she? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I don't say that as, go female empowerment. I do like well-developed characters. And even though it was just a trashy 80s action film, yes, Predator is an action film. I know a lot that's going to upset a lot.
And we've just lost everyone.
But it's personally, I think the female. I can never remember names. Apologies, everyone. Me and names just don't regret this thing. I may throw out the odd name, but yeah, her character just seemed really one note to me.
Okay. It's just come around in. Oh, it's my favorite bit. That's Art Carney, and just happens to be his last time ever on film. So he didn't make another film after this.
Where is it? And
take it, Shelby.
He's doing it again. Oh, I'm not going to be able to look at my lists. That's annoying.
Perhaps.
I tell you what, I'm just going to have to keep it old school for now. Me and name's terrible. I vaguely remember things. A few people
I can
from
pick
things.
it up if you need to. I'll try and remember.
My lists keep vanishing to the other screen for some reason. So
they watch the Predator on 4K for the first time. That's a good way to watch it. Yeah, I think I first watched. That's the film that sort of got me into horror because it was.
Isn't that a Power Rangers episode? Terrence.
Oh, here we go. Boom. There's a proper explosion for you.
I'm about.
Where are you?
He's just gone in to see his uncle now. It's not good. I recently dropped the yellow pills and alcohol shed 1.5 stone. Feeling good now. Hope you're through the worst of it.
Yeah, that's good. Now, did he just do the... No, you haven't got to yet. So you got the lethal weapon.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead. Please, lead the way. It's your show.
The 3 days to retirement, fella, and then the lethal weapon music. And then AC/DC kicks in. With big gun.
3, 2...
Nothing sexual.
Get down! I'm a little behind on my Blu-ray, folks, so if I'm saying stuff that's already happened, I apologize.
I'll have any Betamax no one wants. Terrence. That's even rarer than preset horror.
Well, that's the thing. Wouldn't Betamax be the first stuff?
Yeah, it's
it
going to
would
be a
have
lot
been released
rarer.
on.
Yeah.
I haven't quite got there yet. I'm getting there.
I can pause it.
No, that's fine. The big grin on that kid's face. I get that quite often.
Yeah, that's it. If I saw Jack Slater 4 in the cinema, that would be me. I think probably when I was watching that bit, I was probably looking like that because I would have been 20. Was it 20? Shit. Okay. Yeah, we're sending love and hugs back. Everyone gets love and hugs here. Except Ricky. He's not here, is he? Oh, crap, I'm way behind. Hang on, let's kick through these. Hey, Terrence, what's the difference between a Betamax and a wank? You can
Betamax, but you can't beat a wank.
Slater! Yeah, feel free to steal Funko jokes. They're all free on them.
Yeah, they're a bit, below par. Nothing you say in front of, it's nothing you say in church. I think the saying
too
goes.
blue for a bit to be a dad's joke. All right. Only seen the Predator, not the sequel. Okay, so the second one's good, if not great, but
yeah, the second one is basically the first one, but in the city.
Yeah. Predator's good fun. All right, so off you go. Back to work. See you later. I have a horror film themed tattoo from It. Could it be Pennywise? Yeah.
1990.
The good one.
The good one, or the feature film. Like, nothing against Bill Skarsgård. He can cosplay as Pennywise, but he's not Pennywise. There was no terror in his performance. It was all humor. And that ruined it for me. In fact, a little story, when we first went to see it in 2017, every single person that came out of the cinema, I asked them what they thought of it. Because it was the Odeon, there was only like 40 odd people in there and they were coming out slowly. So I thought I'd ask. I was like, hey, what do you think of the film? Every single person thought it was a comedy and didn't like Pennywise. Nobody liked the clown.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I like the original scary one. Possession from 1981 is your favorite film, but at the moment,
I've not seen that. It's been
recommended
to me, but I've not. Is it a David Lynch film?
No, don't think. Unless it's what I'm not thinking of. It's not David Lynch.
No, it might just be a David Lynch-esque film.
Yeah, sorry,
Cronenberg. You know, similar, like messed up, but not quite them. So flaws, but I enjoyed it. Can't wait to watch more Arnie films. I've got a nice little collection of like 40 plus films right next to me. I've tried to, because of the whole ProPhysicalMedia thing, as my name says, I'm trying to collect all of Arnie's films. So hard to get some. This one, by the way, I didn't even know existed, which I think everyone should see. Cactus Jack. In America, it's called The Villains. And it's Kirk Douglas is great, and Margaret is great. Arnie is fantastic.
This is not his bear fighting in Hercules.
Well, no, it's like they thought he's a cowboy. Let's dress him like a cowboy. So do you know what they did? They found the worst possible cosplay, funny costume they could think of and just shoved him in it. It's like a sky blue. Speaking of Hercules.
Hey, Echoes. Oh, what do you got? You have got Hercules. Of course you have.
Of course.
Hey, Echo Suro's here. And he's got Betamax. I'm the only one without bloody Betamax.
Yeah, I don't have Betamax either. Don't worry.
Well, yeah, but as a VHS collector, actually. Yeah, we missed it. That guy. Code Freeze. 2007. Haha. It is the modern one.
Oh, no. Well, think about it this way. At least it's only up from there. Go back and watch Tim Curry as Pennywise. You won't regret it.
Come on. Hang on. They don't even see it. So I can put her on timeout for 10 minutes.
No, don't.
There we go. Possession is quite. Yes, it is unique. Unique New York.
It's if you have experienced a messed up breakup, it's the film for you.
Yeah, Sophie said to you.
Thank you very much, Sophie.
Hal Needham, not direct catches legend.
I don't know, actually.
Who was it? I don't remember it. That could be one of his non-car films.
So, directed by Hal Needham.
Oh, it is. There you go. And this is the
1979.
Daddy,
1979. This film's from.
So
yeah, Arnie is young. Technically, according to his IMDb, this is his second role. So
yeah, I got Pumping Iron upstairs. I don't know.
That's technically his third role.
Yeah. Yeah,
well, I got that next to me as well. It's one of those things where I had to collect every single film of his. The missus can affirm if she's still here. I'm not sure. She was quite tired. She just might have us on in the background. I went into this CEX thinking I want to start collecting Arnie films. I was like, so I'd look just for Arnie films, and she would then say, "Oh, why don't you collect Wesley Snipes? You like him?" Oh, what about Denzel Washington? You like him? And it
They
has
got a hell
become
of a filmography, yeah.
it has become a complete obsession. I've got a lot of stars that I like, big name stars that I really like. I will collect almost all of their filmography if I can.
Okay.
And unfortunately, Bruce, who's now stopping acting,
Mm-hmm.
it'll be a little easier to catch up with the rest of his filmography.
Wow, not of the 20s made in the last 5 years.
Well, yeah, I was going to say he really did try pushing it. I watched Scanners by accident when I was a kid on Betamax, and it was
Yeah.
terrifying. That film, when you first saw the
Yeah, everyone remembers the head blast.
it's just, and the fact that he stands there like staring as if nothing happened. Yeah. Oh, hello.
The tattoo is not Pennywise. It says
It
loser
says
then with the
loser.
red V.
A lot of people from the new films do get the loser on their arm with the V. Yeah.
Just Miss Sharon Stones and the other T1000s cameos.
Yeah, I just noticed that on my screen. He's
But
just
yeah,
about to
apparently
play the tape.
Sharon Stone didn't want to do it, but Arnie persuaded her, saying he built because they didn't get along on Total Recall. But
No, but she's dressed like Catherine Tremaine, isn't she?
Yeah. So
From Basic Instinct. And
persuaded her. Oh, Johnny Depp films. Yeah, he's done quite a varied.
I have a lot of Johnny Depp movies. In fact, my partner mentioned this a little while back. Do you collect Johnny Depp films? And I was like, well, I have a lot of them, but I don't collect them. I have them scattered everywhere. In fact, more recently, which I haven't watched yet, I bought Mordecai.
I love Mordecai, and everyone hates that film.
It's hard to hate. I find it hard to hate a film if it stars a bunch of people I really like.
Yeah, because what's the guy's name? Like Jarvis from bloody Marvel Universe.
Paul Bettany?
Yes, he's in it as a Cockney thug, and he's like Johnny Depp's bodyguard. He's absolutely fucking hilarious.
See how random names come out? It's like I saw a film he was in called Priest.
Oh yeah, the Priest.
That was pretty good. A lot of people hated that. Was he in Legion as well as an angel?
Legion and Priest came out pretty much at the same time.
Yeah, and Legion is also a really good film. I like them both, but
Mordecai, I love that film. Johnny Depp doing a Terry Thomas impression. You got to the Slater show with a break the guitar. Have you got Soldier Story with Denzel?
I have about
is that an old one or a new one?
30 plus Denzel films, so I could not tell you. I will look up the cover and see if I.
Michael Dudikoff. What about Michael Dudikoff? He's a legend.
1984 film.
I've got American Ninja. I don't have Bachelor Party, unfortunately. Or American Ninja 2.
Hold on, let's see. A Soldier's Story. Wasn't that released by Indicator recently?
That's an old one. Okay. Doesn't ring a bell.
There's actually a sequel that came out in 2020. Or it says A Soldier Story, then there's in 1984, then A Soldier Story 2, Return from the Dead, 2020.
I guess Denzel's not in that one. Oh. Yeah, Mordecai's you might like it. It's British humor.
Yeah.
Engine Force.
Yeah, I was right. Soldier Story was released as on a limited edition by Indicator.
Okay. Have to keep an eye out for that.
So that'll be a no. I don't have it. I also don't have Devil in Blue Dress.
Oh, I do like that one. That's it.
Because that's it says customers who viewed this also viewed, and again by Indicator, another Denzel film. I don't have.
Have you got a Razor on Blu-ray? Because it's not available in the UK.
I have it on Blu-ray. I bought. Oh, hello. Where's that gone? I bought Eraser with. Where is it?
Is End of Days out here as well? Because I think that might be an import.
Nope.
What am I thinking of?
Hold on. Here we go. I bought this because it was the only way to get Eraser.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's weird. Isn't it?
And even though the UK has Collateral Damage, we don't have Eraser, and this
Yeah.
is the full director's full proper cut of it, not the one we got in the UK.
Yeah.
Which the same reason why they haven't released End of Days on Blu-ray, apparently.
Yeah.
So because the US has a Blu-ray, I haven't got it myself yet.
True Lies, because Cameron's a bastard with it.
True Lies has never had an official Blu-ray release.
Yeah, I thought I saw it on
It's
YouTube
had
somewhere.
what they call a grey market release, which is essentially a Mexican or Spanish release. And you often see it shared in groups, and people will instantly be putting in the chats, bootleg, bootleg, bootleg. It'll never be released. There's a lot too much crap that went on behind the scenes, I think, with Eliza Dushku and Arnie and stuff. Not between them two specifically, but some things happened with Arnie. I can't remember exactly what. And Eliza Dushku and the stunt.
Yeah, some guy was. He was bothering her, wasn't he?
Some really bad stuff happened. So I honestly don't think it'll ever get an official. I mean, with 4K out, you'd think they try and get them all out.
Arnie's in blockbusters. There's a blast from the past.
I bought my first indicator in the sale. I got To Sir with Love. I don't think I know that film.
It's right now. Sidney Poitier in the 60s, where I think he's a teacher. Of course, back then, a black teacher probably was very rare. So I think they got a sequel as well. I think that's one. Sophie will let me know. Devil and Blue Registered. Yeah, it's a great detective film as well as everything else. It does. Looks the Equalizer movie. Yeah, nice to get one more because he was such a badass in those.
The Equalizer. I've got Equalizer 1 and 2 on Blu-ray, and they are fantastic movies. Denzel plays the silent but deadly, assassin. Practically. He plays that fantastic. Although I do like that type of role, like Nobody, John Wick, The Equalizer. I love those central characters because they're so underestimated by literally everybody. That they don't brag about their abilities either. They're just like, come, look, leave me alone.
Have you seen the Equalizer TV series?
I have not, and I know Fabulous Films released it in the UK, so I do plan on getting it.
It's a pretty good one because Edward Woodward is obviously an old white man, but he can't do the action. But then he has another guy that does the action for him. But yeah, he does, and he just uses his wits to outwit everyone. It's pretty good. It was set in New York and everything in the 80s. I always loved good. Damn. Too bad they closed down the local flea market here. They're selling bootlegs there.
Yeah, that's it. I don't mind bootlegs. As a collector of physical media, unusually, I don't mind bootlegs because it was thanks to bootlegs of horror films back in the pre-cert times that it really pushed studios to properly release films. And so I really don't mind bootlegs. I only mind bootlegs if you're going to go out and spend £20 on a bootleg Blu-ray series when there's an official release that you can get for the same or cheaper.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense then, does it?
That doesn't make sense to me. It's like I really don't care about the Disney Plus series. You can't buy them anywhere. They're not. They're on Disney Plus. They're staying on Disney Plus. Falcon, Winter Soldier, Loki. They're all staying there.
Damn shame, isn't it?
And Disney have no interest in physical media now. The only MCU films will still come out because there's a huge market for them. But
yeah, Ratchet. Yeah,
Ratchet.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what channel was that on? I guess most TV shows will be limited, if any, now, aren't they?
I know. Wasn't that a film with what's her face from the American Horror Story?
Yeah, well, it was a TV show with her, and then it was a prequel to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, right.
Nurse Ratchet, who was a right bitch.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure. What's her... that's going to do my head in now as well.
Okay, I've not seen... Oh, you've not seen some of it, right? I've been like, oh, it's got Lulu in it. But it does have a black teacher, yeah.
Blimey. Lulu. Yeah, it's old.
We got Arnie and because then Charles Johnson, but we just missed the.
He's at the front door in yours, and he's arguing with a kid before going to the front door in mine.
Yeah, so it's got the guy Ice.
I saw him. He had a red tiger in his eye, and he goes like this. And he's got like the "Have a nice day" face. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead here.
No, what was the guy's name in The Running Man? That big Asian guy. And Arnie's quote. Someone will tell me now. But yeah, he's at the door. And then Charles Dance, because they wanted Alan Rickman, but he wanted too much money. So Charles Dance got the part, and then he found out about that. And then,
he got the part.
Yeah. Then he got a T-shirt printed said "cheaper than Alan Rickman" on it to wear to set.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good for that.
He had Alien 3 come out the same year as this, I think, or the year before. So he was getting noticed from that.
Hold on, Alien 3. Yes, that's right. He played the Doctor in Alien 3, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess he's got no hair in that. So.
Yeah. No, again, it's things are slowing. Oh, Virtuosity.
I love Virtuosity. Over here.
That is a classic. Russell Crowe in that.
Yeah.
He plays such a vicious villain.
Yeah, Netflix don't do physical media stuff for their stuff, do they?
So it was a TV show, not a film. I knew it was Sarah Paulson. It was the lady from American Horror Story. So it was a TV show on Netflix. Right, I didn't know that. Netflix are notorious for not releasing physical media. Sorry, see, I'm sort of rambling on. Say what you said again.
I think it was the bloke that made Glee made it.
So
it's a bit sexualized and gory as well, I think. I think it was Glee. No, maybe I don't know. Sophie will tell me.
So Ratched was supposed to be a prequel to One Flew Over?
Yeah, but for the nurse, and I guess how she became.
Oh, how she became as grumpy and thing as she was.
Nope.
I haven't seen One Flew Over in quite a long time.
No. There's what's his name? Anthony Quinn. Just missed him.
Yeah, I was going to say it's my list is all gone because every time I try to pick it up. So everyone knows before we started, I'm not really, as you probably can't tell, I'm not really great with the factual knowledge. So I decided before coming I would get a new tab up full of all the cast and their filmographies. And for some reason, while the film's on, even though it's on this screen, when I shrink it, it tries to load the filmography stuff on the other screen, which is obviously not there because the film's there.
Oh,
I share a birthday with Jack Nicholson.
Except he's 80 years older or 70 years old. Not acting anymore, is he?
Just a bit.
But
what was his last film, Jack Nicholson?
I think it was a bit of a dud, but you might not remember it. So,
well, no. If you can remember the name, just go for it.
Fuck it, I'll look it up. I'm cheating. But yeah, he was. He found out later in life what he thought was his sister was his. So right, here we go. Yeah, it was Ryan Murphy. That's him. That did Glee and Horror Story. So yeah, there we go. Got there in the end. All right. 1937, April 22nd, he was born. So Sophie's birthday coming up then. Right. So his last film is How Do You Know in 2010.
No, I don't know that one.
Exactly. Yeah, I think that's a. And then the one before, I'm Still Here. Jack Nicholson must be something else in 2000. The Bucket List. That's the only. That was 2007.
I have.
I've seen that because Morgan Freeman. One of them's ill. Yeah, Morgan Freeman and him doing stuff on their bucket lists, and that's 15.
That sounds fun.
It is a good film. It's got 7.4. It's a good fun film, but also I think it's got a sad ending. But yeah, he did. What was it? Departed the year before that, 2006. So he's only done 2 films after that. It's a shame. Right, where are we?
The last one was the Ryan Murphy comment.
Oh yeah, that's it. Right.
All caught
okay,
up.
So Good. So Arnie's, where is he? Did he go to his flat and he has that guy he just shoots open? Oh no, this is his daughter's place now.
Yeah, I'm just at the point where they've just gone in and basically pounced on him.
Yeah, the kid in this who played Jack Slater's son was in Backdraft as, I think, a young Kurt Russell, I think, in the opening fire.
Blimey.
When he sees...
Backdraft's one of those films where I watched early, like DVD days.
Yeah.
And just haven't watched it.
Nah, I watched it in the cinema. I loved it because of the fire effects. Because it must be a bit of a fire.
I was going through a disaster movie phase, like Volcano and Dante's Peak, and literally anything that can happen. Like, oh my god, this city's going to be destroyed because of natural whatever. I watch it. So I watch everything that came out.
Right.
Speaking of, I haven't seen Volcano in a while with Tom Lee Jones. I remember that. And I haven't seen Dante's Peak with Pierce Brosnan. I remember that in a while either.
I do watch Dante's Peak a lot because I like that. But the Volcano I don't like. Especially bit where there's a guy, the train is trapped, and then there's about 10 feet of lava behind it where the rescue team are, and then there's two guys stuck on the train, and then one of them carrying the other guy jumps into the lava, starts melting till his weight, and then chucks the other guy to safety, and then dissolves into the...
You know that wouldn't happen though, don't you?
I know, it's grim as fuck. It's still funny.
No, I know. It's one of those things where I can't help but think realistically about certain things. And I know you have to suspend disbelief at certain points for certain things, but I'm telling you now, no matter how hard you are, Arnie could jump in lava and he's instantly going to drop his arm. Everything's going to go. So someone jumping in, holding someone up, they're going to have to throw
at least 6 feet to safety.
They're going to have to throw before landing in the lava.
I think, where am I?
There you go.
Okay. On VHS. Is that one of those they did special? On VHS, because some people do. I think you get Thing and stuff like.
Yeah, no, isn't there some companies that specifically release modern films on VHS?
Yeah.
And yeah, no, that'd be pretty cool to watch, I suppose. Although I would say Malignant wouldn't be top of my list.
No, not mine either.
It's quite an experimental film for James Wan. It was quite predictable. It was still enjoyable, but it's not one that I'd be going, I must own this.
Yeah, I watched it twice now. I think that's probably it for a while.
Yeah. You talking about Volcano?
Yeah. We are. Obviously, he recognises that awesome piece from it. There you go. Sophie, if you want to watch Dante's Peak with me, I'm up for that. I love that film.
From America.
Watching that granny dissolve in the in the what's it, lake, because she was too stupid to come down from the mountains. Oh, he wouldn't. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, something. I've cheated and printed off DVD covers like for the Stab films, but
see that isn't. I don't think that's bootlegging. That's not bootlegging.
No,
because that's technically it's a merchandise thing. It's like I think I've seen people say they've replaced their Scream covers with Stab covers.
I think okay. Oh, here we go. Terrence is editing something. Can you tell us what it is? Is it the Canon video I requested? Oh, yeah, because she is now... Hang on, I did... No, fuck's sake. I closed my IMDb. She is... I think she's married to Pete Sampras. I think... Or am I just basing that on... Yeah, I think her name is Sampras. I don't know. My brain just went to... That must be it, but I was going to have a look. Yeah. And the fake beating up she's getting.
Yeah.
The clumsy henchman, he drops the gun, it gets thrown at him, and the money and everything, and then gets taken out easily.
Some things just make films funnier to watch. And it's like when a horror film knows that a trope is like the victim falling over before, so it plays it up, knowing it's going to happen. It plays it up. It actually adds to the humor rather than oh my god, it's that again.
Yeah.
Poseidon
Adventure. That's because of the priest saving the day. Father Ted loves that film. I love a good mass.
See, but it's the priest in that film, Gene Hackman, is not really a priest. Yeah. I mean, he's a priest, but he's not the cookie cutter priest. He actually goes against what he's told to say. So the original is good.
Okay, there you go. Up for watching Dante speak. There we go.
Was the Elijah Wood as a kid Meteor film?
Fuck. As soon as I had it in my head and then it's gone.
Deep Impact?
It's not Armageddon, it's the other one. Deep Impact, there we go.
Yeah, Deep Impact. True, yeah. I really like that film. Canon rubbish.
Is that Canon rubbish? You hate the Canon company now, or is that the Canon video you're editing?
Oh, he's editing Canon rubbish, probably. Canon is the bomb. Well, the Canon in the 1980s, yeah.
Canon is the bomb of the 80s, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's Arnie jumping in the night. I'm in the movie and I'm missing all the best action. For 1 second, I thought that was actually you saying that that you were in this movie.
I think Vass is just quite happily quoting the film. But I hate
he can be here all night. Leo the fart. Get this man a doctor. I'm a doctor. Take a look at his chin. Douche. Oh yeah, that's the trouble. If you make such in-depth things, you end up hating the stuff because you have to rewatch everything over and over again.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm happy for. I hate having severe anxiety, but it's something I'm grateful for is the fact that my memory's terrible. So I'll do something, completely leave it for about a week, and I'll have forgotten anything that would have upset me during it.
Remember that £100 you were going to lend me?
It's like, hey?
Here we go. Leo the Good Fast is going to pass wind one last time. Coming up to the ET moment.
Yeah.
Here he goes. Well, I think he's cycling towards the car, but then he realizes he's the comedy sidekick. But then he thinks he's in danger. But I don't think the comedy sidekicks get killed, do they? The partner gets killed in the 80s films, but
possibly.
Yeah, maybe he thinks.
Here we go. I'm just catching up.
Did you ever know what the advertising they went through for this film? Did you ever see what they did? Well, when it came, they had a giant inflatable Arnie that was like 50 feet tall or something, and in London, I think it was coming down the Thames on a barge or something. And in one hand, I think he had the badge, and the other he had dynamite.
Yeah.
But originally, and then they had to take the dynamite off because the Atlanta bombing, I think, happened just before this came out.
Yeah.
That would poor taste. So I think they changed it to a shotgun then.
Woohoo! I'm actually just
almost
line.
You'd be ahead of me by the end. And then they had one of the space shuttles was going to launch a few days before this came out. So they had a big logo on the rockets, but then the launch was delayed until after the film.
Spend all this money on possible advertising that just doesn't do anything.
So they had a Burger King tie-in. Of course, that went nowhere because no one liked the film. They had toys made, but then so they had all these various things. You had the jetpacks and stuff that Arnie had, but they didn't have weapons. I don't think because he was making a PG film and he didn't want weapons.
No, I can imagine.
And then it was the same with the computer games. They made these computer games, and so they got Arnie going around taking out bad guys, but all you can do is punch them because he didn't want any.
So you mean like that's similar to the Terminator game, I think, or is it RoboCop? I can't remember.
But RoboCop's got a gun. Well, he starts off without the gun, but then he decides he uses the gun. No, I haven't seen X. You weren't impressed. Everyone's obviously saying best horror ever, but yeah,
I actually enjoyed it.
But is it the best film ever?
No, it's not the best film ever. It is the better Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022.
That is more likely.
It's a solid movie, I would say. Obviously, Sophie, you and Jason can have your own feelings on it. It's completely valid. I think it is. It knows what it wants to get out of itself, and even though it can be predictable, it is a solid, trashy movie which does be the typical A24 film, and it does try to think a bit higher than its station with some of the subtext. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Although you're talking to a person that really likes Midsommar.
Oh, get off. Go away.
10 out of 10 movie for me. I love that film.
I barely made it through that. Just had to end it. 3 hours.
Sophie, are you from the States? I haven't watched too much of Jason's channel, so I don't know. You and Jason from the States, because nowhere in the UK I've seen has had the Pearl trailer. Sorry, I've sort of jumped ahead of what.
Hang on. Here we go. Hang on. If your partner is the comment, okay, that is too fast.
Yes.
I remember that from Dirty Harry days.
Yeah.
Did you stay for the post-credit trailer? For the prequel Pearl. Okay.
Yeah, nowhere. Everywhere I've looked, the stinger, as they call it, the prequel, was only released in select theaters in the US. Right. Everywhere I've seen, it's not been put out for anyone else to see it. I have seen it on YouTube. Someone was quite happily, sat there recording it at the end, and so I've seen a fairly good copy of it, which I'm looking forward to. But it's Midsommar for the first time, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, Midsommar. It's one of those films where someone, unless you're actively watching it, it's one of those things that some people it can fly over a lot of people's heads. Nowhere in the I hate using the term high intellectual horror because it's stupid. It is stupid. Horror makes you think. Horror doesn't make you think. There's two different types of horror. There's the don't make you think, the type you go in to just watch people get slashed to pieces. And then there's the makes you think, which adds in all the allegory and subtext. And you're from Kent. I didn't know that. Not that it's a bad thing, just saying I didn't know. I'd love to know what cinema chain you saw it in, if that's possible. Because Cineworld was given... and Odeon, as far as I was aware, was given our area, didn't have the trailer at the end.
Maybe they brought it over after they released it again. I think
possibly it's probably a more recent version of it. Yeah. No, it's Midsommar is one of those films where it adds so much allegory and so much subtext into what you're seeing. You really have to fully pay attention to what you're watching. It's not a film you can just shove on ///. Yay, they've all died. Bye. And for example, something which confuses people, which as I suffer with anxiety, I fully understand what was going on, and I wish I'd had that. When she you've seen Midsummer, yeah, Gareth?
Yeah.
So I'm not spoiling anything.
No,
Spoiler alert in
no,
the film.
Yeah.
In the film, when she's having a meltdown, she's actually suffering and having a meltdown, and she screams and screams, and they all gather around her and start screaming with her. Do you remember that?
Yep.
Yeah, that's basically they're all tuning to her level, and they slowly calm down, and it slowly brings her down. It's an actual. It actually works. It's a form of therapy. It works. And I'd love someone to do that when I really, really need to let it out. I'd love to have a huge group of people just sat there with me, screaming and just slowly tuning down. But yeah, that to a lot of people was nonsensical. It made zero sense to a lot of people because they're like, why are they screaming at her? What has she done? She's panicking? Why are they screaming at her? And then my favorite complaint. This will be the last thing I say about Midsummer.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite complaint is there's naked old people in it.
Oop.
They're basically a pagan cult. So they're not concerned with, certain societal standards. So yes, there was naked old people.
It was the Republican Party cocaine orgy. It's about that age.
But, yeah, that's my favorite complaint. There was naked old people in it.
You want the 80s slasher woman in a shower then, if you want instead.
Yeah.
This like the start of Carrie.
I don't remember that. It's been a long. I recently bought the Blu-ray for Carrie, and I haven't watched it. Not the Arrow Video one. There was one released before that, I think, or just after. This I found it for £2 in CEX, so I picked it up.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I would class Midsummer as horror. It's psychological and cult, so I would say it's a mixture of subgenres of horror. Sorry, I'm a tangent person. If someone says something, it's like squirrel, and I'm chum 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 chum. But yeah, it is horror. It's just not like one of the main subgenres. It's a mix of subgenres.
Just a tad.
Cineworld, Bexley Heath.
Ah.
We had to search for the trailer on YouTube.
Ah, there you go.
Oh wait, so you didn't see okay, let me get this straight. You didn't sit after the credits, or you did and it didn't show? Because that's what I'm trying to work out. Because literally everywhere says that it's nowhere in the UK and nowhere in Canada and nowhere in Australia. It's just select theaters in the States. And yeah, the trailer on YouTube for Pearl does actually look pretty good. And it ties in well with the hello Leo.
Oh, spoilers.
It ties in well with the film. I'm not going to say much about it, but if you didn't really care much for X, you're not going to care much for Pearl.
Okay. Ah, there you go. They thought.
Yeah. Okay, that makes me feel better because at least I know now that not some cinemas got it and some didn't. So yeah.
Yeah, that would be spiteful, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Did you know if you bought Sonic 2 tickets recently for this in America, you actually get a goodie bag?
Yeah. It's a shame they don't do such things here.
No. Cineworld. I asked Cineworld, I said, did you get any merch or anything? Because they've got a lot of Sonic toys on display. So it's like it's like they had the Batmobile on display, and obviously I knew that wasn't for sale. But I asked, I said, have you got any Sonic 2 posters or cups like you had for the Batman? And they're like, no, we've not been sent anything.
Feck's sake. I got a Sonic from the first film poster from him.
Yeah. Cool.
When I went to see the Batman, they had the bubble coat drink toppers with the Batman on, but it was like £5 extra. Yeah. You had to buy a family meal or something.
I love this. I love this.
I
It's,
was hard tempted to just pocket one of the display
this
ones.
cost me $3.50.
Ah.
I asked specifically
unlimited.
about it. Yeah, I asked specifically about it, and they said it's about £4 something when you order a meal. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. What about on its own then? I'm Black Unlimited card, about £3.50. So I was like,
there
oh, sold.
Treasure it.
Yeah, the head bobblehead thing comes off as well. It's awesome.
Oh, if I'd known it comes off, I would have pocketed it.
Hold on, here we go. Let's see if I can try. I'm Batman.
Vengeance.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Vengeance.
Not Batman yet.
No, he's Vengeance. Speaking of Batman, I watched this last night. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I love that one.
I have a question. Whose death in Midsummer disturbed you the most? Spoilers, mine was Mark, although it was off screen. Obviously, none of them disturbed me at all. I would say the most visually disturbing was the old guy coming off the top of the cliff.
yeah, that's about it. It was more disturbing that they didn't leave at that point. What do you got? What did you get? Free poster, Batman. Oh, yeah. And the cups. Oh, yeah, don't use it.
Oh, no. I'm not using mine. Mine's going to sit to display.
I made the mistake of that many years ago, all my stuff.
I got a poster for myself. Then I got 2 or 3, I think, that I could pick up at the time for Gareth, which I still need to give him. And then after recently, we went in to see, I think it was Morbius, and they still had posters there. So I asked them about them, and they're like, "Oh, we've got hundreds at the back. They're just nobody's picking them up. You can take as many as you want." So I said to them, "Like, you say that to me, I'm likely to just pick up this entire stack." And then, "Oh no, don't worry about it. You want them, you take them." So I thought I'd leave it till after the film, come back out. The lady said again, "You're not going to get barred or anything. Don't worry about it. If you want them, take them." So I left with 32 posters.
Yeah.
Which I've got one person who said that they would like one for their friends. So on Instagram, Ant the Lost Boy said that he'd like one for his friend if I was selling them. So I said, well, I'll buy an envelope for him and I'll just send them off to him.
The trouble is they're quite thick card, aren't they? So they don't roll.
They are. And I require an A3 do not bend envelope. And they cost for £25. For 25 of them, it costs like £13 or £14.
Right.
So, which is fine. I mean, I'm not going to send them off one at a time. They're going to be sent together, like a couple of them together for people.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So,
because first night I went in to the Batman, I think it was. Yeah, they only had one left, and it was the last one, so it was a raggedy. So I took it anyway. Yeah, and then I think I went back the next week to see something, and I picked up about 8.
Yeah, I was going to say, I saw it. I think your comment was, I got away with daylight robbery or something like that.
Made out like a bandit.
Yeah, made out like a bandit.
And then I went into town for something the next time, and I thought, oh, fuck it. I'll just walk into the cinema. I went up, and they had stacks on the tills, so I just picked them up and left. So I got another 10 or 20 or something.
Yeah, that's it. I think I'm just a bit ahead.
Okay. But yeah, the fart's about to go off.
Yeah.
One last time.
I'd love for Studio Canal to put out a nice collection of like this. They've released a couple of Arnie films, pretty sure.
Yeah, because he did a few late 80s, 90s for them. I don't know if like Terminator 2, I think, is one of theirs, isn't it?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's like I've been thinking about messaging them and saying, look, you did a limited reprint for the Apocalypse Now set. Can you do that for Total Recall, please? I honestly don't want to spend £100 on the Total Recall set, but I'm not willing. It's like I know it's out there, so I'm not willing to buy the lesser set for like 30 quid. When if they re-released it on a limited run, like they did with Apocalypse Now, sell out within days.
Yeah, it's the trouble with limited editions. How difficult would it be to knock some more out? But I guess it doesn't make them limited. Yeah, F that. Exactly. Go to Poundland for snacks. Although cinemas
The
might close.
mentality me and the missus have is if we've just been paid and we have a lot of money we know we're not spending, we will pay the in-store prices. Partly because we are. Hold on, time to flex. Here it comes.
Card out. Platinum edition.
We're Black Card Unlimited members, so we get like 25% off of their prices.
Yeah, that helps, doesn't it? Oh, I'm
So,
there.
yeah. Oh, you'll get there. I mean, we were a member for half a year, and then lockdown happened.
Yeah.
So we actually didn't go for half a year, and they froze the charging, obviously, but they kept it going. So by the time we went back, they just sent me and Rosie black cards.
The snacks.
Snack prices can be ridiculous. I agree. And 90% of the time, we don't have the money. So what we do is we fill up 2 flasks at home, big flasks of drink, and then we will either bring in some cheap popcorn from another, like from a shop, like you can buy 2 for £1 or something, of like the Happy Shopper popcorn. So we'll do that. But yeah, apart from that, we do like to support the cinema if we can when we have the money.
I usually get a 2-scoop cone in a waffle cone. But
we haven't actually had the ice cream at the cinema yet, and I know Cameron really wants to.
I do like cherries, so yeah, they got some good flavors.
It's just got to the go where every person, like choo 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 choo. The old lady sat down, just goes.
Yeah, nachos. I used to like nachos. If they do the proper cheese and the hot cheese machine, I get them. They're like £7 for 12 nachos now.
If I do buy stuff from there, I don't really get nachos because I'm not the nacho person, but I do buy the nacho cheese, the little pot they have, because I do like the nacho cheese.
Yeah, I didn't like it when they bought that in there, so individual pots. So just
Well, if that's the thing, if you buy nachos, you get given the pot as part of it. But if you buy a hot dog or buy something else, you can request it. I think it's like 90p for a pot of cheese.
Yeah, because my thing used to be hot dog, nachos, and a Coke. And so, but then that would be about £30.
Yeah, if Cameron was here to tell you, I'm a bit of a fussy person when it comes to eating in the cinema. I don't normally do it because I'm not one of those people that likes to hear.
I'm normally done before the film starts.
But that's it. That's it. I normally finish whatever I've got to eat. I normally finish unless it's a big bag of popcorn. Then we're eating it through the film. But
the adverts are so bloody long and trailers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here we go. The rare tar pits, because I remember when this came out and Arnie was saying, "There's dinosaurs in this film. You don't have to watch Jurassic Park."
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh, tablet's frozen. Oh. Would you excuse me, Ross? I just got to nip upstairs, put my son to bed.
Yeah, carry on. I'll keep it going.
You can entertain the troops. Hang on. The pot of cheese is dangerous.
Yes.
Hang on. Popcorn. Oh dear.
Yeah. Speaking of the cheese, Sophie, your comment. Yes, I was actually talking to Cineworld's Twitter account. They put, "What's your favorite snack?" And I put, "I actually like the nacho cheese." And they responded with nacho cheese on its own. Questionable, but okay. So it's even though I can't control what comments come up on screen, I can see if you type a comment in, so I'll be able to respond directly to it. But yeah, it's I do love that nacho cheese, and yes, I would literally get that cheese with whatever if I buy something there, I'll buy the cheese with whatever else I buy. So popcorn, as you put, Echo, and hot dogs, dip it in. Well, that's the thing. I know in America, it's actually quite popular to put nacho cheese on popcorn. I don't know where else that's popular, so please forgive my ignorance. But yeah, it works. The Doritos branded ones I've never tried purely because I'm not a vegetable person. I don't do rabbit food very much, so um, yeah. I'm not a vegetable person. And I do find that there's a lot of really bad stuff in, like onions and. Ooh. Uh-oh. I mean, it's gone further ahead on the screen, but I'm just getting to the part where Leola Fart's done a. Sounds like a whale. Stopping doing it because they now use the bad tasting nacho cheese, the kind no one likes. Well, I've only ever had one type of nacho cheese, the Cineworld one, and it's slightly spicy, quite hot, and that's how I like it. So I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's the worst or not.
And the back. Right.
Here's Mercedes. You're actually ahead of me.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think the VHS runs faster.
Yeah, it's weird. Okay.
The Echo, the Echo comment about
Echo said. I missed that. Sweet and sour, I guess. Oh, is it salted popcorn or is it normal sweet popcorn? I believe Echo's. Are you in America, Echo? Or
that's what I asked. That was the answer, because I mentioned that I know in America they actually have machines where they pour nacho cheese on.
Yeah, they're lucky sods because they can, like, same with their drinks. They just unlimited drinks and stuff like that.
Yeah, free refills.
I had to see Cineworld do that, they'd go bankrupt.
That was the last comment I actually responded to.
No cheese. Yeah, they keep changing the cheese on me as well. When I used to get them, I'm like, bastards. I haven't eaten one nacho cheese, just the cheese with no bits. I turned to mine.
See, yeah, that's the thing. I've not actually seen them. My partner said that they do have Doritos nacho cheese, just cheese, there's no other bits in them, and I've never seen them. I've only seen other different dips that they have. No. I would love that. That'd be a nightmare for me. That would be a night. I'd be there sat like this in bed.
Maybe best we didn't know.
I think that's a confirmation that Echoes in America.
He's in
America.
Could be Canada. Could be South America.
Well, yeah, because there's America and then there's America.
That's it. Fuck yeah.
America. Yeah. I watched that for the first time a little while back. It's hilarious.
It's tennis lager, 2 dozen cans.
Yeah. I'd be careful about doing that in Cineworld because they really don't like people bringing in lager or any kind of alcohol at all.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, they don't mind you using the alcohol, buying the alcohol that they have on sale and drinking it. But
do they have any in Western?
I think that they have a couple of bottles. I'm not sure exactly. But
I don't. Yeah, I guess they hide it behind the counter.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Unfortunately,
when I used
although I will say, I was sat down watching the film, and all I could hear every 2 seconds was next to me, and that was slightly frustrating. It wasn't like, oh damn, I wish that was me. It was more along the lines of, I can't hear what I'm bloody watching.
I do fancy nachos right now too. Next time I go to cinema, I'll see something too.
Yes. If you like the first one, you will like this one.
Yeah, I like the first one. My son was scared of the owl at the beginning of the first one because it gets killed off.
She makes an appearance.
Might be able to persuade him because he's not interested in films or
obviously, obviously not spoilers, but she makes an appearance.
Oh.
Are you right?
Is it a force ghost or something?
Breathe, girl. Breathe.
Help! Quick, run around the nurse. Help me!
Quick, yeah, I'll just whack.
Bang! No, that way. Damn
Yeah.
Right turn, Clyde. Wow, my father was Black Panther. We had a whole cargo with him.
I was going to say that's the screen you must have gone into. They must be really careful about how they check, because our Cineworld, they really check. They have special binoculars that can detect.
I have seen them come in.
You've probably seen them with like what appears a little light or something. They have a special set of binoculars that can detect if technology is being used. I don't know how it works. Maybe it's heat signature.
It's got to be something that lights up and dim.
Yeah, and it. I mean, I've never thought about recording something in the cinema, but I wouldn't want to after knowing that they do. And they do periodically come in as well. We'll hear them coming in at the back because we stay off them.
They must have cameras in them because you can see there's infrared lighting at the front.
No, if it's the movies in Glasgow, then I don't know why I find that so funny.
He's allowed to say he's from Glasgow. I don't know what the Welsh cinemas are like. I don't. It's been a while. Swansea was the one I used to go to.
I've been
30 years ago. No,
I've been to. Well, we had a local one in Carmarthen called the
Apollo.
Well, I lived in Carmarthen for a time, and that's that. We had a cinema called the Apollo, and it wasn't part of a chain or anything. It was its own independent thing, and they were. They didn't actively check or anything. That was a good cinema to watch. But it eventually got swallowed up by View. And they had to change it from the Apollo to View.
Did they have more than one screen?
I think they had like 3 or 4.
Because back when I remember, well, there was never a cinema in Carmarthen when I was there, so that's how far back we're going.
No, blimey. I missed the ice cream lady that used to appear during the film.
Yeah, we had one in.
Ice cream, popcorn.
Well, she opened up a little hut at the front of the cinema where you had to walk down. But yeah, so you just bought stuff. You'd sit in the adverts when trailers come. Then the lights would come on, and then she'd open her doors for more movies.
Is that what the binoculars are for? I never knew that. Someone came in a couple of times during X with that. Yes. I wouldn't. It's not a pervert trying to see the film.
Based against Take Anniversary.
And the boobs on you.
We're back in New York. I didn't realize it was nearly 40 minutes was spent in New York. I thought it was like the last 20.
No, it does go fast when he enters the real world. It does tend to pick up the pace a little. So, of course, Jack doesn't realize, and I'm at the point he's suddenly going depressed now.
How life's a lie. An imaginary character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. Everything's all right. But yeah, what happens to Arnie after the film finishes at the end of this? When Jack Slater finishes in the cinema, what happens to him then?
Don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't he supposed to jump back into the movie?
He jumps, because he gets severely injured. Yeah, and then taken back into the film world where they say, it's just a flesh wound. And then he rides off into the sunset in his car waving at the screen. And then...
Yeah, Death's there waiting for him. And it's like... Ian McKellen, man, that's fantastic. I know, again, we're miles ahead in the film now. Ian McKellen is so fantastic in this.
Look at this.
He plays Death at the end.
Yeah, he's not on the back. Not that important.
I think it's only that small bit role he plays as the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, I wonder because they're about to show Benedict looking through the newspaper, and he's like circling Dracula and all the big horror films that are coming out
Yeah.
the year, and then you think, ooh, they're gonna bring all those in. And then no.
Well, that'd be cool if they did. Imagine they made a franchise out of it. Like they could reboot this now.
Well, yeah.
Not, I'm not huge on reboots and remakes, by the way. They could reboot this now as a TV series, a Netflix miniseries, where they could move on from this. Jack Slater has been and gone.
Yeah,
and it could. Oh. I think your screen's right. One of them's vanished.
Yeah, hang on, it'll be back. Oh yeah, it'll be back. Like Arnie. There we go. Boom. He's back.
I'll be back. But yeah, but that's the thing. They could do that. They could expand on it. You know, this happened. The kid in it is old now. He could have a family.
Yeah.
And it could be his son that finds his ticket stub and relives the magic of something that happened. And, you know, that would be fantastic. I should send a letter to Hollywood.
Oh, it wasn't
Give them some ideas.
They won't make
some money. Ideas.
But there we go. Wish a film. What's the film you wish you could have seen on big screen? I saw both of those on the big screen. I saw Jurassic Park as a midnight showing when it came out.
I'm pretty sure I saw Jurassic Park in the cinema.
Yeah,
I definitely saw Titanic in the cinema.
I think I saw Jurassic Park the Saturday opening weekend on the midnight show. That was awesome.
I've technically already answered it with my favorite film of all time.
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead 1981. When it first came out, I'd have loved to have been in a cinema and seen that.
Yeah, that would have been fun. Yeah, I don't remember much reaction in the one I was in because.
Well, that's the thing. I think it was a reshowing. Was it like an anniversary showing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel like a baby right now. Compared to me, you are.
Well, I'm the big 4-0, so I don't think you're that much of a baby.
So yeah, I saw Terminator 2. I saw this. There probably wasn't much. No. We are taking offense.
How dare you, young lady?
Whippersnappers.
Kids today.
During the war, the Grenada War.
Let me get my walking stick, kids today.
She doesn't remember the Falklands like I do. Always on the news, that was.
I think the last big event thing that I remember, I was in, I don't know if you know the Cabo in Weston.
What's that?
Cabot Mars is what it's called now, and it's owned by Weatherspoons, but it wasn't owned by Weatherspoons back then. It was just called the Cabo. And I can't remember who it was that decided to go to war with. I can't remember the war now. Tony Blair?
Too many. Iraq War 2?
Was it Tony Blair that decided to go to war with someone? I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah. That's the last big thing because I was out at the time, and as soon as everyone went silent, looking at the TV in the pub.
Okay, yeah, 27 this month, close to 30. Close.
Close.
Close is a laundry shop with no window.
Yeah, me.
What would I watch? Because the first Nightmare film I saw was Freddy's Dead in the cinema, but I saw that in 3D in the cinema. The original Halloween might be a good one to watch when it first came out because I was too young for that one. Or Jaws.
Oh, I saw Jaws in the cinema. Ooh. It was Cineworld. I think the anniversary before last of The Matrix, they showed Jaws and Matrix in the same day. And me and Cameron both went to see him. She'd never seen Jaws.
What?
All. Until that day.
Silly shark film, was it?
Yeah, The Matrix, it basically is a big, like, the whole our relationship has been around The Matrix entire franchise. So I saw Jaws. There was only about 2 old people in the cinema with us. And when I say old people, I mean older than you.
Whoa! So 27.
So 27. No, as in granddads. They were actual granddads in the cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah, actual whippersnapper. And they were silent. I loved it. They were silent. Nobody made noise.
No. Yeah,
We loved it. The film was fantastic. Seeing it on the big screen, I want to see The Exorcist on the big screen.
I've seen The Exorcist on the big screen. That was the first time I saw it as well, because during the 90s, it wasn't available to rent on physical media.
No, I can imagine.
So the only way to see it was in either bootlegs or there was one cinema in London that showed it every Friday at 10 p.m.
I've just killed a man.
You're there, are you? So yeah, I saw it the first time in the cinema.
Yeah. I've just killed someone. Come and arrest me.
That's a spot-on impression.
It's essentially the cars are just driving past, not giving a crap.
You better be careful shouting that out your window, by the way. You might have police turn up.
Oh, dude, I don't know. I still never seen just. Oh, no. No.
This is unforgivable.
No. You and Jason have a date night and you watch Jaws.
It's not really a date night film, but it's a good film.
Well, according to my missus, Clockwork Orange was a good date night movie. So.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't work. Yeah.
It's why I love them so much.
Yeah, there we go.
Never seen Jaws.
No, this is. Oh, yeah. What are you watching this for? Go watch Jaws now.
It is on 4K.
Yeah,
and he has it on 4K.
Okay. He has it. So
I want it on 4K, but I'm not buying it without the slipcover. If I'm going to spend £20 new on Jaws, I'm not going to get it without the slipcover.
I mean, I think I got an old version. I got the widescreen version. I got the 25th anniversary version on VHS.
Oh, the Matrix. Did you say?
And the Matrix. No, the Jaws. I do have
Jaws,
the Matrix.
Okay.
I got Matrix standard and the cardboard box one version.
Yeah, you've got a few of the cardboard box ones.
We saw that. I got at least 5. It's very popular. That one.
You're looking for Titanic. A brand new sealed one, I think is what the comment you made.
Yeah.
One day I'll get a sealed one.
Yeah, so many. Odds are of one day I'll get a sealed one. Oh, here he goes. Yeah, even I'm ahead of myself. Yeah, there. No,
I was going to say.
Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers?
Yeah, I think it's in the newspaper. He was circling next to Dracula.
Oh, right. I'm at the point where Jack is now sat next to, I can never remember the kid's name, his mum. They're eating egg and bacon.
Oh, yeah.
And he's saying about how his mum's hardworking and how she's such a wonderful person.
And he's never just spoken to a woman before.
Obviously never spoken to a proper woman before. A lot of films I've seen for the first time, Jason, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if my partner's seen Nightmare on Elm Street yet.
Hang on. Are we talking the first ones or are we talking the whole series of films?
I've seen the whole series multiple times.
Me too.
Same for Friday the 13th. Same for Halloween.
Yeah. They're all regular.
Well, no. I'll say all of them multiple times. I've seen those movies, as in Rob Zombie's movies, once.
I'm over there.
No, but that tells you, doesn't it? It tells you when a second-rate, half-assed sequel like Resurrections can be more entertaining than.
That is true. I would put Resurrection on before I put Rob Zombies on.
I'm just going to the 51.
You're going to get the shopping, you? Okay. That was my missus. She's going to collect some food.
Okay. Oh, not pizza again. That would maybe really.
Have you ever heard of the mobile app called Olio?
No.
It came up big in the quarantine, the lockdowns. Basically, people and companies had food to give away, so they were just giving it to people who were registered with this app. And they essentially, what they do is they put it up on the app. And if you agree to collect it, you can go and collect it. It costs nothing. And it's like you could get stale bread and stuff like that. But it's all stuff that, would have been thrown away. And that's where they've gone now. They've gone to collect some food from someone.
All right. I've seen 3 of the Nightmare films, 2 and the remake of Friday the 13th. Okay, hang on. Are they in order? And the remake of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
The original Friday is.
See, that's the thing.
That's inflatable. I just missed it. You might catch it in a second.
Yeah, I might get to.
Yeah, they used it for this. So yeah, this is probably where they filmed before, just weeks before it came out.
Mm.
Well, Arnie with his then wife. Do you ever see him on Instagram now, Arnie? He lives at home with like animals. He's got like a little farm at home. He's got like miniature.
I get his monthly email blast and stuff like that.
Yeah, because he's like living alone in this mansion now with his donkeys and stuff. Bless him.
You did not like Freddy vs. Oh,
hang on. Oh, did not like.
Oh.
Is that because you haven't seen all the others? This requires drastic action.
No, but as I was saying about rewatchability,
yeah,
I haven't seen the zombie films more than once. And I haven't watched Halloween 2018 more than once. And I refuse to buy Halloween Kills. I'm not going to bother collecting that movie because they basically turned Michael Myers into a low-budget version of Jason and Freddy.
Yeah,
Michael Myers is no longer the pure evil, unstoppable human killer. It's something completely.
Yeah, it is different. It was cringe to watch. Right, I've just added the link so you can join us if you want, Sophie. So yeah, there is the link if you want to join us.
Halloween Kills could go in. Yes, yes, yes.
I think I've seen it 3 times now.
I saw it in the cinema, and I was like, I actually said to Cameron while I was sat next to them, I was like, if I hear Evil Dies Tonight one more time, I'm going to go mental. And it was like 70 plus more times after that. It's like, who wrote this script?
Lock her up.
Absolute moron.
No problem. You can join next time.
Yes. James Belushi.
Oh yeah, we've got Chevy Chase, James Belushi, and then Rick Duckerman as Tom Noonan's. Yeah, Tom Noonan.
Isn't she the news reporter from RoboCop?
Ooh.
His then wife, as you called her a minute ago.
Oh, hang on, Schwarzenegger's wife.
Yeah.
Don't think so.
In this film, you said he's there with his then wife.
Yeah. Was she? I think she was. Yeah, politicians. What?
I'm pretty sure she's the reporter from RoboCop.
Could be. Let's have a look. Oh, John McTiernan Sr. is in the background as a cigar salesman.
RoboCop. Anchor.
No, I can't even see her name anymore. Al Young, we missed it.
Jess Perkins?
No.
RoboCop Wiki, Jess Perkins. Was an anchor. Actor Lisa Gibbons.
No. She was one of his wife is the the reporter speaking to his wife.
No, the person that in the red dress.
Oh, that was his wife.
Yeah.
No.
Weird, that looked like her.
Maria Shiva. There it is. She was. Well, she might be. Hang on. But yeah, she was. Was she one of the. She's a producer.
Don't bloody send me to this. Send me
Actress,
to the
too
actual.
No, not according to this, because she was a daughter of the Kennedys from in America.
Filmography.
No, you can comment as much as you like, Sophie,
Yeah, comment as much as you like.
and whatever you like. We're busy.
Yes, according to this, she was in Last Action Hero.
Who is it? Hang on, because I'm looking at his wife.
Lisa Gibbons.
Next
They're basically the person in the red dress when the red carpet people were talking to them, talking to Arnie, as in the actual Arnie in the film.
Yeah.
And there was a person in a red dress. She's a
Oh, yeah.
That is the actual reporter.
There you go.
Yeah,
there
that's
you go.
the actual
the black
anchor.
dress one, but I was looking at. So yeah.
Oh right.
Oh yeah.
No, it was the reporter.
Yeah. Okay. Got that done.
Van Damme, man. Van Damme.
Yeah.
Van Damme is in this.
This is the time of Planet Hollywood. Did you ever go to one of those?
No, I
The
didn't.
restaurants? I've been to. Well, I went to the one in London a couple of times because they had all the memorabilia. But yeah.
Guy with the axe.
Oh yeah, and then there's Arnie, or Jack and Arnie.
Oh, they've come
Just-
back in.
Doesn't like him.
Yeah. So how many viewers have we got right now?
I don't know. You can never trust it. It says 2.
Ah.
Comment if you're viewing. Nos doesn't bite.
Wait. I've seen Human Traffic. I don't bite unless you want me to.
I'm detecting some Swansea accent.
Well, that's the thing. Have you seen Human Traffic? The really sweaty burger guy in it. He's basically the boss of one of the main female cast, and he basically says to her, "I don't bite unless you want me to."
I thought Twin Town would be your favorite film. Have you ever seen that?
Twin Tower.
Twin Town with
Twin
Risa
Town.
Van.
No, I've never seen it. No, it's one of those films where it's like I haven't seen Trainspotting.
Oh, well, I was it's like Trainspotting, but Welsh. But
Yeah,
no.
no, I haven't seen Trainspotting. So that's what it's on my list of when I can finally get it on 4K. I plan to watch it. Yes, I have seen the show, the movies that
I
made
should
it.
watch that. I never watched that, but probably all the films I love.
Yeah, it is really, really entertaining.
Yeah.
Like learning about all the hassle that went on behind the scenes of Dirty Dancing. Wow.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that Patrick Swayze did his knee in, still did the big finale, and
yeah.
apparently he really did not like the casting for Baby.
Yeah.
He was completely against it. But yeah, I only heard all this through that show.
Okay. Yeah.
And Human Traffic is hilarious.
Okay, I need to look at that. I'll look at that later.
Who is it that was in?
Hang on. He's wearing. Hang on. He's wearing rubber gloves and rubber boots. Why is he being electrocuted? Oh,
yeah, why is he being electrocuted exactly? Unless it's one of those fake rubber things.
Maybe it's all the water. I guess I'll let him off.
Yeah. Damn it! What's the name of the TV show that came before Ashes to Ashes?
Ooh.
Something on Mars.
Life on Mars.
Life on Mars. The main guy, the cop that gets teleported back, who may not really have been teleported back. He is the main actor in Human Traffic.
I think I got Human Traffic as an ex rental upstairs. There's it. Life on Mars.
It's like his intro is like, I'm suffering from a serious case of Mr. Floppy. That's what Life on Mars. It's the David Bowie song. I should remember it. It's David Bowie song.
Exactly. Yeah.
John Sim, the master from You remember John Sim as the master from Doctor Who? See that's admirable and shameful because he played a fantastic character.
Yeah. How many stuff has he been in?
It's New Who. So, I'm
Yeah.
not a big New Who fan. Just to get it
Mm.
out there.
Yeah,
I think it was
fine.
great for Eccleston. I think it was good to great for Tennant. I think Matt Smith flew into it like a bullet train, and then near the end of Matt Smith, it became more wave the virtue flag. And then Peter Capaldi, no matter how good of an actor he is, it literally just became wave the virtue flag. And I tried. I heard the casting for Jodie Whittaker, and I tried. I went into it open-minded, and it quite literally put me off by the 4th episode.
Yeah, I think I tried each few episodes of each time they tried it, but yeah, I didn't get into it.
He's just been electrocuted on my screen. I don't understand. Is the frame rate different on the VHS?
It must be either the frame, because of the speed the tape runs or something. But yeah, it's not obvious.
No. But yeah, it's.
Oh.
Well, that's the thing. I wasn't too upset because it is well known in the canon. It was well known in the canon that Time Lords could be women and men. I mean, I was pissed off Romana never got her full regeneration sequence. This is classic Who, really like old classic Who. And yeah, so I wasn't upset. I went into this and it did come completely out that the only reason they wanted a female doctor was to push the message in girl power.
The message.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, obviously. Obviously so. But it was just purely for the messaging of female power. Like every single word that came out of Jodie Whittaker's mouth when it came to press merchandising and conferences and that was purely feminism stuff. It was all feminism stuff. It wasn't anything that, Doctor's such a great character. Yeah, it's such a diverse and wonderful history. It was an insulting history that adhered to the male gaze. Her actual words were, she didn't bother with the old series because it was all catered towards the male gaze. See, stuff like that, it just makes you think, why are you the part of the Doctor Who again? Is it just to destroy it? And so, I've not watched. I tried watching her first series, but I tried. I just couldn't.
Is that the last one she's in?
I don't even. The only way I think I will come back to Doctor Who, as in modern Who, is if Russell T Davies can retcon out the Timeless Child bollocks.
Now he's the one coming back as showrunner.
Yeah. Right, he was the showrunner for Christopher Eccleston, and going into David Tennant. He left shortly after, and he basically made New Who what it was. And unfortunately,
where was that? 2009, Eccleston?
I think it was 2005.
Okay. Oh yeah, I knew it was 2000 something.
I think it was 2005. I'm not sure. While we're on this subject, just to get it out of the way, because I obviously do, I like what could technically be classed as feminist programming. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the original Charmed. I love those shows. I grew up with those shows purely because it wasn't message forward. It was TV show forward with obvious undertones of messaging. So I'm going to ask, what did you think, Sophie, of Ghostbusters?
The 2016. You have to emphasize.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Ghostbusters Answer the Call, as they changed it to.
Oh, yeah. What the hell is that?
I know, right?
Right.
It was. I mean, no.
Too many comedians.
Paul Feig, basically, or Feige, it's Feig. I'm pretty sure it's Paul Feig. Kevin Feige, Paul Feig. Yeah, Paul Feig. He really does not understand how to tell a story.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I'm putting my foot in the air, but I'm going to go anyway.
Hang on, yeah. Has she seen the other films, though? Ghostbusters 1, 2, and Afterlife. That's the difference.
It could also be that Sophie happens to like modern SNL.
Yeah.
Because essentially, Ghostbusters 2016 was a long SNL skit. Modern SNL is pure garbage. And I just couldn't. I mean, I can't remember all their names, but the one who's supposed to be Egon, the scientist, licking
Oh dear.
the
We got to
weapon.
hold on to.
I mean, no.
The wrong parody.
Oh no, this is definitely in 2016. Holds it up and
Yeah.
it's like you're basically licking a toxic weapon and you're brushing it off as nothing's happened.
Right, yeah, here we go.
Thank you. At least you understand that. At least you understand that. Ghostbusters Answer the Call is its own multiverse, parallel universe distortion of what Ghostbusters is. Oh, by the way, Sophie, I may get very animated, but feel free to disagree with me. I'm happy to listen to counterpoints.
Yeah. I didn't mind it the first time, but the second time I saw it went quite grating.
I just avoided it until it came up on digital, and then I just downloaded it. Let's fight it out.
Guest fight. I'm up for
that. You could be the moderator. It's just so much obvious, and I mean this in the most. It's someone who doesn't watch films would see the obvious messaging in it. Anti-male, third-wave feminist hate. All male characters were significantly evil or stupid.
Yeah, there was no fit women in it for me to look at.
Well, it's not that I wouldn't have cared if there were fit women in it, but it was all male characters were significantly evil or stupid.
Yeah,
all the cameos were insults to the characters.
Killing off Bill Murray.
And how do you beat Stay Puft, the new one? Why don't you shoot it in the balls?
Kevin. I did like his glasses.
I'm trying to remember now, Kevin.
Thor. What's his name? Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Oh no.
A dog called Cat or something like
that. Chris Hemsworth played. I'm pretty sure he did it just to let off steam, to be stupid. It's like he was in
sexy hunk all the time.
He was in MIB International. Another pro females must be part of the franchise thing. It's like, I hate the fact that they did all that. I hate the fact they did that. It's like they think making an all-female reboot will work just because it's females doing it. It's not because of the story at all. It's like, I recently watched a film called The Hustle, which I was like, this looks too familiar to me. This looks way too familiar to me. So it's Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway.
Yes, I remember now.
And yeah, I swear it was insulting. It's basically dirty, rotten scoundrels.
I knew that going in.
I didn't know that. I started watching the thing. It's like 2:00 in the morning. I'm bored. What's on? Netflix. Oh, that's on. Anne Hathaway. I like her. Rebel Wilson. Yeah, I like her. I'll watch it. And I'm there thinking, I recognize this. I recognized it. What's that? What? No. Oh no. And nope. Off. It went off. I didn't finish it.
Didn't finish it. Oh yeah.
See, yes, exactly. And to be fair, part of the reason I personally refuse to watch Men in Black International, is because I can't remember her name now, but she's Valkyrie in the Thor films.
Oh yeah, Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson, she's the wife in Creed. She is another actress that came out basically saying she's purely in it to push the woman power stuff.
Yeah, everything she
And
does.
it puts you off because it's like a character can be a
story.
solid character and have a proper true message, but it's the story and the character that delivers the message. But most media these days have to actually go out shouting, "We are here for you people, wave the banner flag, yay!" And the messages, then the stories, they're like, "But we can also do this" in the background, and it's like, Slater!
Yeah. All right, Sophie's off.
Yeah, sorry, Sophie. I'm a tangent person, so I can go on a rant. But yeah, thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you. We'll see you another time.
Yes, more than welcome. And like I said, if you ever have a different point to me, go for it.
Nos isn't always right.
No, not quite happily. This is a perfect example for you, right? Sophie's probably already gone. I follow a bunch of channels that basically point out a lot of the banner waving flag programs.
Right.
And one of them I was told to avoid because it's categorically not this or that, was Star Trek Discovery. And I did. I avoided it. I waited till it got into its third season. So I thought, after a while, I thought, I've watched Enterprise. I can get through this.
Yeah.
And so I started watching it. Yeah, exactly, Echo. Going on rants can be fun. It's just one of those things where I watched it and I thought, this isn't bad. I can see some obvious, banner waving messaging and that, but it wasn't bad. It had a good core program, a good core story. Granted, it started off as the Michael Burnham show, and it stayed the Michael Burnham show through almost essentially the main character.
Yeah, I think they made it to the second series.
Yeah, I watched the first 3 seasons, and I did enjoy it. It was a good story. It was the Michael Burnham crybaby show.
That it was,
but it was still enjoyable. I liked Saru. I did not find the gay couple, the doctor and scientist, I did not find them to be, shoved in people's faces as some people put it.
Was it?
No, it wasn't. It was just part. That's what I liked. It was part of the story. They were there in this thing happening. And so that's what I liked about it. But unfortunately, so many people were like, "Oh my God, there's a gay kiss!" Ah!
Have you seen Picard season 2?
Oh, I binged season 1 and I was like, I don't think I can do anymore.
It's a different. It's kind of spinned it the other way, but it's just terrible. Because they go back to 2022, so they're putting all their how better it is in the future politics than it is back then.
Yeah, damn Windgust here screaming. I've just got to the point where he's walked in on his boss and gone through the glass.
Yeah.
Do you know why you're shouting? Because you don't exist. You're the comic relief.
Yeah. He dropped in his first rant. But
and he looks at the screen and goes,
that's finished. There we go.
That is finished.
Oh, stuck. Damn chair.
Indeed.
All right. Well, that was Last Action Hero. We missed most of it because we're too busy chatting.
Well, I think that's one of the good things is if people really wanted to watch it, they wouldn't be watching the VHS of it. They'd be watching it on the screen. I think the idea, the general thing is just enjoying the conversation,
Yes, that's the whole.
even
that's
if I did sort of take over near the end there.
no problems. That's it. We're here for a chat.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm just getting to the credits now.
Okay.
Yep. Directed by John. Yeah, I just got John.
That was his last big film, wasn't it? Because he went to prison. 13th Warrior, he did, didn't he? And then he went to prison for after.
Bloody hell, I didn't know someone went to prison.
Yeah, he directed, I think, 13th Warrior with.
Well, not Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, and then he made Rollerball remake, but he was found out to be wiretapping the producers illegally. He had to spend I don't know if it was months or years in prison, but yeah, and then he hasn't really come back after that.
Well, I mean, he made Rollerball remake, so
yeah, so it was a first mistake.
yeah.
Anyway.
I thankfully saw the original before the remake.
That's quite brutal, that one.
It's proper messed up. They turned a proper like gritty film
they
into
try to make
a
PG
comic sci-fi thing, and it's like
Anyway, thanks for joining us. Thanks for Nos for joining us again. He will be back, I'm sure.
Yes. What is it we're going to watch again?
Oh,
I can't remember.
Was it
Halloween 3?
Halloween 3, that was it.
Hopefully it'll be outside then if
If it's nicer weather in May. So we'll set some dates for that.
Last June, wasn't it?
Was it June? Maybe.
I think Halloween 3 was for June.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm going to keep coming back because this is fun. Even if I'm not really the most knowledgeable on the film we're watching, it's still quite fun to...
It's fun to have you on anyway.
Yeah. And I will be going live myself sometime soon because I've just started testing it. And I'm going to go live. My first live is going to be when the He-Man, She-Ra DVD sets are released in the UK, which will be the end of April. So that'll be when I go live first. So the opening then.
Create the booking in about a week before. Create it in StreamYard so that it links to your YouTube and then it appears in your list then.
I didn't know that. I've never really thought about using this.
Set reminders and stuff like whatever you use to.
I was just using YouTube itself. I like to go live.
Right there. Schedule it.
I will actually look into this because you can't see it. I keep forgetting you can't see when I'm doing low hand stuff, and my hand's like above my chest. So yeah, it's like I have to go hello. Yeah, I can't. See, I'll look into this thing because
you get 20 hours free for a month, and then you get basic options.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you pay £20 a month and have all the fancy stuff.
Are you with the free thing? Are you able to do the click on comments and see them pop up?
Yeah.
Oh, so that's perfect because I wouldn't be using it for more than a couple of hours a month anyway.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah, I will look into. What's this called again? StreamYard.
StreamYard, yeah. So you go to StreamYard.com and then you log in, and create broadcasts, and you can schedule it, add pictures, thumbnails, and stuff.
Yeah.
Schedule for a date, and then it appears in your pupils subscribers list.
Because I would like to be able to like highlight questions when they pop up.
Yeah.
So everyone gets a chance to read them.
Well, you can do a test one as well.
Yeah, I can do another test when I finally get this running, just to.
It's a slippery slope then.
Going live.
Yeah, then you'll just do silly stuff like this.
Well, it's not really silly. I mean, it's enjoyable.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And I'm really not that. I'm not great with the questioning stuff. I try to react off other people, which is what you've probably noticed in this. It's like a domino effect. I'll see a question, go, see another, go.
Yeah, that's just, you have to keep up with the chat as your other thing.
Yeah, but so this has been fun.
Okay, well, then next is Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Yes, I'm glad I got that one because that is a well-hated movie, but I thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Yep. Right, thank you for watching. Good night, everyone. Good night, Nos.
Yes. Hey.